Hello, Taurus. Healing Grasshopper here to do your first week in June reading, the 1st through the 7th. I hope you guys are well. Woo! You've got 4 of Wands in the beginning of the reading. That's fantastic, right? Wow, the Magician. Okay, very nice. Okay, the 4 of Swords. So, Taurus, apparently in the present, you're moving towards this celebratory event. This may be a graduation. I mean, it is the time for it. Um, that you've manifested and now you can rest. I think this is graduation. Not for all of you, obviously, but maybe this could be a wedding. There's some kind of celebration happening where there's somewhat of a completion. And I don't think that's reversed. We're going to see in a moment if it is. Wheel of Fortune. These ours, all of them. What's it? Is this in the center? Wheel of Fortune in the center. No? I really wanted that Wheel of Fortune for the center. 3 of Cups in the center. Excellent. Okay. What's next? Okay. Next. Wheel of Fortune here. Okay. So, oh, and reversed? No. So you've got ideas brimming here, but look, here's this. Oh, why don't we get this? This is very exciting here. We've got celebrations going on here. After heartache, or in the midst of heartache. This is our card. Yes. Reversed? No. Is this past? It's present. Wow, Taurus. That's beautiful. You are triumphing after something painful. And here is the rest card, the reflection card here. Reflection in response to feeling indecisive and unsure of yourself because of pain. But over here, we've got celebration and good fortune and a positive outlook and ideas of the future and a sense of accomplishment and triumph again. The word triumph is coming out a lot for you. There's still pain that you're masking. What else you got? Can we have another? Okay. Yeah, see, there's like pain and celebration. It's interesting, Taurus. Okay. For some of you, we've got like graduation or promotion or something like that that's like a big completion type celebration. But at the same time, there's like breakup with your significant other. So it's like bittersweetness here. But I don't think that this breakup is necessarily dampening your celebration. You're like, oh, whatever, that hurt, but yay, I'm looking forward to the future. Yeah, and ain't nobody got time for that. I'm busy building a new life. King of Wands says. Look at the Ace of Swords too. The King of Wands is about, it's my entrepreneur card, but in this context, I think it's really more than that. It is someone who is determined to build a comfortable life for oneself and is really not letting anyone get in the way, right? So someone has betrayed you, you're like, okay, what's next? I'll discard you and, not look back. And I'm going to move on to the next thing. And there's the Ace of Swords. In this context, it talks about rational thinking. And the King of Wands, by the way, is very rational. Creative, though, is the thing. Like, I have a feeling of, dynamic, like, okay, what's next? How do we make this better? Very, very productive thinking. Double down on the Four of Swords. Is this reversed? No. Okay. So, but you're dealing with this very well, Taurus. It's like, I was talking about bittersweetness and you moving on and that kind of thing, but it's not like a reckless moving on. Like, okay, break up and I'm going to the bar. I broke up with my boyfriend this morning, but I'm going to the bar tonight type thing. Like, you had like on your part anyway, I hear Gwyneth Paltrow and the conscious uncoupling. The other one may not have been conscious. I'm not focusing on the ex, but you at least. There was more rational, like thinking that there was feeling. And I'm not saying that it didn't hurt you, but you did think it through like, okay, this isn't working. This isn't good for me. Yeah, I had a good time with this person, but the relationship has broken down. It's time for me to move on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, oh, said this to me. That kind of emotions, which has served you well here because the phrase pissed off for success came to me too. Like there are things in your life that'll happen that'll upset you and it just motivates you to, create something better for yourself is what's happening here. Pissed off for success for real. Ace of Wands is reversed. Yeah, I didn't think so. I was going to say it's definitely not reversed. Yeah, see? Pissed off for success. This is you. And look at these two aces next to each other. Thinking constructively and acting productively. Good for you, Taurus. And you know what? I said good for you, Taurus, just now for a reason. That was spirit that pointed your sign out to me. I think I said something like this to you last week. I don't remember why, but Taurians like comfort. And people will say that Taurians are lazy, but you're not lazy. You just hedonistic. You guys like to enjoy yourself. You like to kick your feet up and, enjoy yourselves, but that doesn't make you lazy. You and you like to do these things, but you'll work for it. You will work for it. But once you achieve it, nobody celebrates like a Taurian, and maybe Aries too. You two can party very well together, I'm sure. But excuse me, I say all that to say that things have become uncomfortable in your life, and right away you're like, I don't like this. How am I going to make my life comfortable for myself again? And you have. And you've done it in like record time. And here's the Page of Pentacles corroborating what I'm talking about. Page of Pentacles reversed? No. Yeah. Yeah. This is you, Seven of Wands, um, working to manage to create something for yourself because the wands are creation and he's struggling with these other wands, but he's got the upper hand here. He's he knows what he's doing here. He's like, okay, I've got to manage this. I've got to make things better. There's a situation here, but I'm going to fix it. And Spirit has come out of the gate here with the confirmation of you fixing it and expertly. So let's do we have any more tarot coming? No. Advice cards. Higher self. Okay. Oops. Sorry about the coughing, guys. I seem to be suffering from lung COVID. I had COVID a few weeks ago and the cough is just not going away. So, even though I'm fine now. None of these. Okay, that was a fumble. Sorry, guys. It's coming. There it is. The light. Okay, I got it now. I am speaking to some very skilled, and I used that word with someone else this week. But look, and I'm not saying this to flatter you. I say this all the time and with conviction because I really do believe it in my heart of hearts that folks who follow me and watch my videos are light workers. Um, and that's not to say that we don't have our problems, we don't make our mistakes, but gosh, these readings, especially at the progression in the past 2 years, has been crazy. where we've gone from adversity to triumph and dealt with problem after problem with a high vibration. Spirit is saying here that you got through all of this and arrived here with a connection to spirit, that you are close to the light, you are ascending. And this is an example of what it is in the higher excuse me, in the higher dimensions, right? Because we tend to think that ascension means that everything's going to be easy for us, you know, in the higher dimensions, and that's not necessarily true. Things still come at us, but as we ascend, dealing with them becomes easier. You know, there's a whole lot less like anguish and, you know, crisis and that kind of thing. Something comes at us, we can skillfully course correct and go on with our high vibrational lives. This is exactly what I talked about before I even pulled this card. Like there was a very distinct feeling of, and in the beginning it was very interesting. It was like, oh, bittersweet celebration, but what's this about the heartache? And, it's like you're managing your ascension at the same time as you are dealing with your low vibrational issues, like experts here, and you deserve praise. Aries got uh praise from me, and God, if you have Aries in your chart, please go watch that Aries weekly. This the same week, June 1, 1st to the 7th. So that was a spectacular reading. Like, and I think I entitled it like it was fiery light worker bosses, because they are. This is you, your earthy light worker bosses here. And I really want to emphasize to you what I've seen in the past 2 years, where everyone was going through struggles, and I was doing my best to kind of guide you through the struggle and console you through the struggle, because there was a lot of cards like this, Eight of Swords, where, you know, and Two of Swords, the one sitting in the chair with the swords crossed and they're blindfolded, like this one, like, I don't know what to do. This is terrible. And like Five of Pentacles, the ones out in the cold outside of the church and that kind of thing, like miserable and not seeing any way out of it. And it's not that you're not getting those anymore. It's just that, like I said, you're dealing with them much better and you're able to climb out of it much quicker than before. And I love to see this. And I know that I'm going to see each sign start to move into this energy, because not everyone's quite here yet. Like Capricorn's not quite here yet, although Capricorn's doing well. We're going through a portal. But Capricorn's always last in things because we are the climbers, we're the slow ones. But we get there eventually. And it's also because Saturn really delays us. And I'm saying yes because I'm a Capricorn sun. Saturn will put us through difficult tasks. But that has nothing to do with Taurus. What does that have to do with Taurus? That you guys are badasses right now, and congratulations is all that I have to say to you. I don't think I even have any. Is there advice? No. You see, Spirit's like, no, we have no exact advice. It's just congratulations. You're doing a great job right now. But at the same time, I'm very sorry for your loss. Was that also Aries? There was another uh reading where, yeah, I really think it was Aries, where I was like, Aries, that's fabulous, congratulations. And they had elements in their charts where they were grieving over something. And then I got a second card. It was the second Nine of Swords card, the one, or Ten of Swords, one of those painful cards where the sword's in the back or something. But I think it was Nine of Swords sitting up in bed. But either way, it was like Spirit was saying, you know, slow down with the congratulations a bit. They are hurting. So this is the same thing. I kind of feel like I don't want to throw too much confetti because I know that you are also in pain. So I have to acknowledge that. Um, you let me know in the comments what stage that you're in, and if you've graduated, let me know. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I answer every single one. Um, but you're getting through it, Taurus. You're dealing with it expertly. Expertly. Look at you. I mean, what else would we put with this? The four of wands, just, and the ace of wands, right? And that's the emphasis. All these wands, king of wands. Conscious thought and action in the face of adversity is what I'm going to call this. It's so beautiful, Taurus. I'm going to stop blubbering at you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. So help me out, please. Every single subscribe means the world to me. So I thank you in advance. I want you to walk away with this and really give yourself the credit. Okay, guys? Love, light, and many blessings.